Marching toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
It's 2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On the handoff, Taylor. He finds some open field here. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jonathan Taylor hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
25-yard line.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
A quick throw to the left flat, and he's got it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
40-yard line.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 7.
From the gun, here's Stafford. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Adam Thielen his 6th touchdown of the season.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
It is good.
Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 7.
Graham Gano set to
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
He was brought down at the 28.
Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special runs in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
He finds an opening past the 40. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Taylor, the ball
Jonathan Taylor
with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
14. Washington 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards there, first down. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Taylor, he's got it complete to Stephon Diggs.
Taylor's pass.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
18-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First down, Dallas.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Wilson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again. Wilson. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement, because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
Let's see if they do that. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Cowboys.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Cowboys 14, Washington 7.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now left side on the swing pass. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Of course, he's coming off that NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance. 2 scores in that game a week ago.
And how did he get them? Speed is one thing, but how about the niftiness in his route running, able to cross people up in the secondary and make sure that they can't quite get to him before the ball arrives. He's something after the catch as well.
On second down now, it's Taylor, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he's just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
First and 10, Taylor now. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 13-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now a carry for Bernard. And he is into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown. Giovanni Bernard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Cowboys 21, Washington 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Returning it, John Ross. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Down and 10.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he's got Fitzgerald. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First grab for Fitzgerald. He's got a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Just like that. Just like that.
That's out to the left and complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Ronald Jones, the ball carrier. He's brought down by Shaq Thompson. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now a first down throw. Stafford escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's second and 10. Stepping up, he'll try and run. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the shotgun, Wilson. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that is incomplete. Justin Jefferson, the rookie, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Wilson's pass intercepted.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. His throw incomplete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Crosby set to kick off.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Back to throw, Stafford. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
A throw over the middle, taken in. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
At the 46-yard line.
Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A give to Jones. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the Cowboys' 48-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford eluding the pressure right. And he's able to find Diggs. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
At the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. On second down, it's Jones. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Washington.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Now Crosby for the point after. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Cowboys 28, Washington 7. Mason Crosby set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Give him 6 yards in the first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On first and 10, Stafford going deep for Diggs. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a second and 10 upcoming.
Throwing again, Stafford. He'll find Thielen, work in the middle. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
32. Stay 50.
To the air again, Stafford. Going deep. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Stephon Diggs. His second touchdown on the season.
And Washington able to cut into that deficit.
The extra point is good.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Third down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
It's a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
They'll run the toss here with Taylor.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
The ball carrier.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
3 yards.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to...
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Touchdown.
Ricky Seals-Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Cowboys 35. Washington 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
There he goes right side. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And Washington able to close the gap just a bit.
The extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Washington.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
On 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28.
Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down, Cowboys.
On first down, Taylor. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On third down, it's Taylor. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. Flushed out right. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 23-yard run. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Now Jackson on first down. Going deep downfield for Ross.
And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
The scoreboard tells the story for him a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Taylor. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
A gain of 2.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You're not ready. You're not ready.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. They snap it to Stafford. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
One last throw here for Stafford. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
42.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Cowboys, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for Washington, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.